You need to see yourself as a being that is worth investing in. You are worth it. Do not suffer in silence. Speak up. We invest so much. Like I was telling my parents just now at my job, I was talking to someone. This person is investing $15,000 in their teeth. $15,000 to fix their bottom teeth. Not even the top, just the bottom. $15,000. That is a car. If someone can invest that in their mouth, and we invest so much on our faces and products, makeup, hair, everything. If we can invest that much on our outer exterior, your mind is worth it. When I was younger, like maybe 16, 17, the church I was attending, they had a retreat. And the retreat was for marriage. And they had a segment for those of us who were younger who hoped to get married one day in the future. And the couple that was running the retreat, they made a suggestion, and I thought the suggestion was weird. They said, when you get married, you and your couple should sign up for marriage counseling immediately. And my brother, my friend, everybody, we looked at each other like, why would we need marriage counseling? We literally just got married. And they said to us, you go to the doctors to get checked up once or twice a year. And we're like, yes. And I'm telling you now, we do it with our teeth too. We go like once or twice a year to the dentist to get checked up. And they said, you should treat your marriage the same way. Go once or twice a year for a checkup. So if any problem arises, you can deal with it before it becomes something bigger. And I feel that same method of thinking can be applied to us in our mental health. If you go to a counselor or to a therapist once, twice, a few times a year just to talk, just to unload, you can deal with your problems before they become bigger ones. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were telling me how they went to a therapist, and the therapist was like diagnosing them with things. And at first they didn't really agree with the diagnosis, but when they later sat down and thought about it, they're like, okay, this kind of makes sense, because they realized that when it came to mental health, things weren't so black and white the way we paint things. We always think it's like you're fine or you're not fine, two extremes, when in actuality, a lot of things are in the middle. And because this person went to therapy, they were able to address the problems and deal with it before they manifested themselves in a bigger way. Find someone to talk to. I can't stress that enough. If you know things are not easy for you, if you know you cannot handle the pressure, find someone you trust. If it's a religious leader, your pastor, if it's a friend, your parent, if it's a coworker in some cases, if it's an actual therapist or an actual counselor, find someone you can trust to talk to before these problems become bigger. Life is not easy, and in some cases it gets more stressful. As you move on to different levels, we're faced with new challenges and new stress. You do not want to suffer in silence. So some ways that I found that we can deal with depression, we can deal with anxiety and stress. One way is to take care of yourself. Invest in yourself. You are worth it. Like I said, we invest in every aspect on the outside. Invest in your insides. Exercise, eat right, sleep on time. Just do things that make you happy, things that bring joy to you. Invest in yourself. You are worth it. If someone tells you you're not, ignore the person. You are totally worth it and some. Invest in yourself. Another tip is to reach out to loved ones, family, friends, because unfortunately sometimes we don't always see the good in ourselves, and it takes those on the outside to remind us. That's one thing I'm thankful for my brother. My brother does that all the time. Sometimes when I'm down, he'll just say something to me and I'm just like, oh, I didn't realize that. So reach out to those around you. Those who are on the outside looking in, they can be an amazing, amazing source of support. The next tip is in huge reference to my previous video. Cut out all toxic people in your life. Cut them out. Do a census of everyone in your life. Do inventory, do whatever. What role are they playing? Are they adding to your life? Are they adding toxic vibes to your life? Because, like I said, half of the advice I gave was reaching out to people, talking to people. If you're surrounded by negative influences, negative, toxic people, who will you have to go to? Who can you open to? Like toxic people, you can only give what you have. If all they have is toxicity, they're only going to give you toxicity, and you do not need that. Protect your peace at all times. If you've managed to separate yourself from negative people, make sure there are provisions set in place that will make sure they do not have a chance to come back into your life. Your peace is very important. Your mental health is very important. You don't want to take 5 steps forward and have someone drag you back like 10,000 steps. No. What role are the people in your lives playing? Are they adding, or are they sucking you dry in some cases? Or are they just spewing their negative mindset, their negative traits onto you? Be very careful. Cut toxic sources away. And this tip is more so, I feel, for millennials. Well, it can be for anybody, because I feel social media is a huge part in everybody's lives today. Cut back on social media. You can lie to people, but you cannot lie to yourself. If you know you're one of those people that when you see posts on other people that they post in their stories on Instagram, WhatsApp stories, Facebook stories, Snapchat, whatever it is, if you know you're one of those people that if you see something, it triggers you, it makes you start to compare, it makes you start to feel inferior, cut it off. It's okay to deactivate those apps for a while and take a step back and focus on yourself. Yes, I know it's people are going to do amazing things every single day. Life is going to move on. It's going to look like people are winning and moving forward, and you're stuck in one place. If you know that, like I said, that triggers you, if you know it's going to bring something negative in you or take you to a dark place, you need to cut off and just focus on yourself, reevaluate yourself, work on yourself, invest in yourself. So my final words before I end this video, I just want everyone to know you are worth it. Your mental health is important. Your peace is important. Do not suffer in silence. Speak up. You would be surprised the people who are going through the same things that you are going through. Like when I started this platform, people have reached out to me. People who I thought their lives were together and perfect, they reached out to me and let me know that, girl, you're not alone in this journey. We're all going through it. And they were able to give me tips. They were able to recommend books to me. They were able to help things that I didn't even know they were able to give to me to help me make positive strides in the right direction. You are important. You are important. You are important. You are valuable. There is only one you. In the history of this world, there has only been and there will only be one you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You are powerful more than you ever know. See yourself as the champion that you are. See yourself as the winner that you are. Love yourself and invest in yourself. And at all costs, protect your peace. Thank you all so much for sharing your time with me. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of the week. Bye.